Hi guys, I'm here with another Copic coloring and card tutorial, and we are jumping right into the coloring because I lost some footage. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about the project before I put on some music and you continue watch me color. So the image we're coloring today, it's called Foxi Sprite and it's by Make It Crafty. And she's gonna get blonde hair because the color challenge over at Make It Colorful is shades of blonde for the easy and creases and folds for the hard. And as a little note, the coloring part of this video was, before I sped it up, 50 minutes long. Yeah, that's a long video. But I'll leave you here with some music and let you color, and then I return with the card part. And now for the card making part of the video. We're gonna start with a standard A2 card. We're gonna have it standing like this. So I've made a mat which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then we're gonna use this pattern paper, and we are cutting it down to 4 by 5 1/4. Now this pattern paper is a little bit too strong for our little cute girly. She actually kind of disappears into it, so we're gonna treat it a little bit to see if we can get it a little bit nicer. So I have put up my little mat. I have several different sizes, but we're going to use the small one today. And then we are going to use some distress paint, Pick a Defense distress paint, like that. And then we're just gonna be crazy and go all over. Let's see if I can get it to run also. And just go all over this paper with it. Doesn't really want to put now at, and we're just coloring. So it's gonna be a little bit streaky, but I kind of like it that it is a little bit streaky. So going over like this, just to get that white color, and then we can just dry to get it a little bit more even, remove some of the streakiness. I'm actually drying it off with a baby cloth, baby wipe. I set it with my heat tool, and I think it needs a little bit more white, so we're gonna go over it once more with the picket fence. This is just to tone it down, to make it not so bright, so it's work better with what you have planned for it. But now she stands up much better towards that, and you can actually see the difference because this is the original one, so this is a lot more muted. So you can start putting this together. Probably should let it dry a bit, but I'm impatient, and I get some nice white dots here. So we're just gonna put this onto this bat. The sentiment we're using today is this "You Are Amazing." It's on the Love This stamp set by Simon Says Stamp, and I actually have stamped it already in VersaFine ink, Onyx Black, on a piece of orange cardstock, the same I matted with, and then I think we're gonna put it like this with the text outward and have about 1/16 of an inch of pattern paper showing through. It's 4 1/8 long, and it's about 1/4 of an inch wide. Then we're going to put this onto the card. Like that, and then we're putting her on. I already put some foams on the back side, and I'm using the higher foam because then I get a higher shadow behind her, and the shadow is what makes her stand out on this pattern paper. I'm gonna place her down in this corner because I want the line of the matting to kind of ground her as like a floor. And then we're just putting her down. And that was the card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!